Hello, hello, hello. What's up, everybody? Your boy Alex. What's up, man? God, it feels good to be back on here live. It's been a little while since I've done this. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I think about it almost every day because it's one of my favorite things actually to do here on YouTube is to show up live and basically just talk to you guys for a little bit. So I know it's on very short notice, quick little surprise live stream here. So I just wanted to jump on here for maybe half an hour or so, give you guys some ideas of what I was thinking about and answer some of your questions. So hello, Alicia. Hello, Alex. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Starbolt. Thank you all for coming. And thank you for anybody who ends up watching this after it's not live anymore. Every single view helps the channel. I really appreciate all you guys. Hey, thanks a lot, Mr. Sean. Appreciate it. I do my best, man. So anybody who has been watching the channel for a little while probably knows and maybe have seen some changes recently, especially like with my thumbnails and stuff like that. I have heard some complaints from some of my viewers that they don't really like my new red thumbnails and all of that. But let me just give me a chance to explain myself here. So basically, I've been making more and more real estate related content, more than Florida related content. And I'll get to that a little bit later. But, the whole point of a thumbnail, guys, is to just catch your attention. Like, really, when you see the thumbnail come up on YouTube, I want you to click it. That's the whole point, right? But also, I want you guys to be able to understand what the video is about. So I hear you. I hear your complaints. And I promise that tomorrow's video is not going to have one of those red thumbnails, but I'm going to try to still make it interesting and hopefully cool enough to click. Hello, Jody. Hello, Erdem from Turkey. Wow, that's awesome, man. Thanks for joining me all the way over here today in Miami. Welcome. So, yeah, that's one thing, I know people might not like the thumbnails, but let me know what you guys think in the chat. I'm curious to know, anybody who's on here, what's your opinion on those? But really, the only point of the thumbnail, guys, is just to make sure that you see it and you want to click on the video. So, basically, the other thing is I know that a lot of people that watch my channel probably signed up and subscribed at some point. You probably saw one of my Florida videos, like maybe the 10 best places to live in Florida, or one of the videos where I show you guys like some houses for sale here in Florida, things like that. So I like making those videos, but I tried to branch out the channel a little bit because the goal is to kind of grow the channel more. And for a little while, I was a little bit worried that, the channel wouldn't really grow anymore if I just kept it about Florida, because basically there's only so many people interested in Florida, right? Versus there's a lot more people interested in real estate. So that was like my train of thought. And obviously being in the real estate business all these years, it's like, okay, makes more sense to do some more real estate related content as well. But I'm not really sure how much of that is really resonating with you guys or if it's really helping you. So that's another reason I wanted to do this live, just to, get some feedback from my lovely viewers. Just want to know what you guys think about that as well. And Alex, yeah, I have been to the Panhandle. That's something I wanted to talk about later on because I actually did a whole series around the whole state of Florida that maybe a lot of people missed. I'm not really sure why those videos didn't show up to everybody who loved all the Florida videos. I did an entire road trip around the whole state of Florida. I have a playlist on the channel, so go ahead and check it out if you want to see that. There's like 35 videos in there, and I traveled all around the whole state. So anybody who misses my Florida videos and you haven't seen those, go check that playlist out, because I think a lot of people might have missed those videos just based on, based on what I've seen in that playlist. It didn't really perform the way I was hoping it would. And it also made me think maybe I shouldn't make any more Florida videos because maybe people just aren't that interested in this. So obviously there's no better way to get feedback than just jumping right on here and asking straight up. And I'm a straight up kind of guy. So I really want to know what you guys think. Jake says, what's up from Fort Lauderdale? Good to see you, Jake. More Florida videos, Duke says. Michael says he also misses the Florida content. I appreciate that, Michael. Am I gonna make a video tour of my new apartment? Yes, I am, Myrna. I am gonna do that. It's almost ready. I'm moving on Monday. So yeah, it's gonna be a busy weekend, packing things up, and Monday is gonna be the big day, moving down, getting everything ready. I don't know if I'm gonna show the place before I have everything in there or after everything's all packed up, but or after everything's already unpacked, I mean. But yeah, it's coming. I'm glad you're enjoying your Florida vacation, Jake. It's me. Barry asks me, let me see, let me put your question up there. So I got the StreamYard thing. Barry asks, is my click-through rate higher on the red thumbnails? The answer is most of the time, yes, Barry. That's why I have been sticking with them. However, my train of thought is that, say, for instance, a lot of you guys want to see more of the Florida videos. My concern with that is the red thumbnails don't really resonate with the Florida videos, but also I feel like there's only maybe a handful of topics on the Florida videos that you guys really want to see. Like I've made a lot of Florida videos, over 150 guys, a lot. But how many of them, did really well on YouTube? Not that many. So that's why I think if I'm going to continue doing some Florida videos, I need to narrow down which topics I'm going to cover on Florida that a lot of people are going to enjoy. So yeah, that's a good question, Barry. Hello, Caddy. Nice to see you on here. Duke says he's thinking about moving to Florida in 6 years. Yeah, well, hopefully my channel will still be able to help you with that, Duke. Jody says a friend of hers is selling. No, they're moving because the landlord is selling. So out of Palm Beach into Broward, only found 15 apartments available. I know the supply is crazy. It's like that everywhere, Jody. It's a problem all over the state of Florida and really in the whole country. But I've never seen inventory as low as it is right now. And that's actually one of the reasons I decided to buy my own place, because when the lease is up, it's like, where are you going to go? That was one of my deciding factors, actually, not wanting to be scrambling to find a place to live. So I would imagine a lot of you guys are out there are going through the same thing. Daniel says he loves the channel. He's been watching since 2020. Florida vids are good, but the Florida lifestyle, investing, and vlogs are great too. You're a cool guy. Keep it up. I appreciate that, Daniel. Thank you so much. Oh, I know, Starbolt. It is getting very crowded in St. Augustine. I know. Last time I was there, I really wasn't too happy there like I was the first time. So I know what you're saying. Thanks for your feedback, Alicia, on the Florida videos. Nate, actually, I am not moving. I am moving from one floor of this building to another floor. I'm staying in Miami Beach, Nate. There was a lot of debate about moving somewhere else in Florida for a while, but the opportunity came up to do this, and that's what we decided to do for now. And if we ever decide to leave, I'll rent the unit out. I don't think I'll ever sell it. The appreciation and the rental prices will be too good to really ever think about selling it anytime soon. Thanks a lot, John, with the good luck on the move. I appreciate the good wishes. John says he loves the Florida videos as well. You know what, guys? I love making the Florida videos, but as somebody that makes YouTube videos, I also want to be, I'm very concerned with making videos that you guys are going to enjoy and I enjoy making. So I try to find the right balance for everyone. That's basically what I try to do when I think of every single video. And sometimes I make the mistake of making a video just because I think it's a cool idea, but without ever really having like the research behind it of, well, maybe this isn't going to be such a good idea for YouTube or whatever. So I'm trying to get better at that. Believe it or not, I've made over 350 videos on this channel now. So it's pretty crazy. 2.5 years, 350 videos. But yeah, I don't know. Well, I can tell you one thing. Tomorrow's video is not going to be a Florida video, but hopefully you'll enjoy it anyways. It's a real estate video. Maybe give it some love just in case you love me. But I do have a Florida video in the works for you guys. It's probably going to come out on Monday. So just so you know. And anybody who doesn't really understand my publishing schedule, it's usually pretty straightforward. I usually publish every Monday and Thursday for anybody who's curious. Oh, yeah. I've noticed the same thing, Alex. Lots of Jersey and New York plates down here now. What's up, Jim? Good to see you on here. Joanne says, yes, please continue showing Florida home sale videos. Yeah, those are definitely always something that's like a top performer for me. So I'll definitely keep doing those. And I know it helps you guys a lot, especially if you're in the market looking for a place. Bronca, I'm staying in Miami Beach. I'm just moving from one floor to another. I ended up buying an apartment in the building that I live in. So just moving downstairs a little bit, but we're going to get some more space. I'm going to put up a home tour video whenever the place is totally ready. I just answered that question too, Kimberly, for you there. Let's see. What's Corey have to say? Corey's from Pennsylvania. You're a bit behind, but you love the videos. Well, luckily for you, Corey, I do have 350 of them for you to watch, and probably 150 of them are all about Florida. So check them out when you have time. I've done a couple of videos addressing the 55 and older community, but not that many. Hello, Miguel. Long time no see. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. If I was to leave Miami Beach, that's a good question, ZK. Where would I move to? Well, I had two places in mind if I was going to leave. And this were like the top two contenders for me, would probably be somewhere south of St. Augustine, probably somewhere between Daytona Beach and St. Augustine, most likely. That would be like my first choice, somewhere in there. And the second choice would have been Clearwater, Florida. But I actually like that area a lot, Clearwater. But my biggest concern is always the red tide. I have mentioned that in a lot of videos in the past. And as a beach lover, I don't think I can handle, not being able to go to the beach for weeks at a time or even months because it's just, all trash from the red tide. And luckily over here on the East Coast, we really aren't affected by that. So we're pretty lucky. Congratulations on your upcoming move, Joanne. Yeah, you got that right, Willie. We are in the mother of all real estate bubbles. My question and concern is that is this bubble going to continue to grow? And I think it probably will for the time being. Hey, thanks a lot, Go Green. Thanks for being a fan of the channel. I really appreciate it. You have a nice day too. Thanks, Joanne. Appreciate it. Yeah, I agree exactly with what Bronca's saying here. And I actually know Bronca from Miami. I met her here once on the boardwalk. So, it's cool to meet my viewers. I've been meeting a few other viewers actually on the boardwalk sometimes, which is always awesome. And I agree, like the Florida videos are awesome, but only so many people are interested in that. And sometimes you have to do real estate videos. My concern is how do I mix both on the same channel so that you guys love it? That's kind of like the struggle that I'm going through right now as a creator. And it's not something I ever thought I was going to face, but the more you do this and the longer you keep making videos, the more you're trying to think, how can I reach more people and, help more people? That's really what the channel is all about. And that was kind of my initial thought, if I make more real estate related videos, maybe I'll attract more people to the channel. So I really appreciate everybody's feedback on here. It's super helpful. Thank you so much. My grandma's on. Thank you, Grandma. I'm sure you are interested in seeing it. It'll be up there soon, probably in the next week or two. I'll have that video up. Corey says he loves the real estate videos, especially in Florida. Thank you so much for the encouragement. Really appreciate it. Would I live in the Florida Keys? No. It's not that I have anything against the Florida Keys, Willie. I just don't like how far away it is from everything. Like it's very isolated. And especially when it comes time to be in hurricane season and you need to evacuate, in an emergency, there's only one road that goes up the Keys. You got US 1 and that's it. So if that's jam-packed, you're not going anywhere. and you're going to get stuck. And if you try to leave at the last minute, that can be problematic too. Places run out of gas, there's lots of traffic. It's just difficult. So for that reason, mostly, and also the beach, I would say would be another reason I wouldn't live in the Keys, because a lot of the Keys doesn't actually have the best beaches, believe it or not. The water there is very shallow. You know, the seafloor is filled with a ton of broken up seashells and barnacles and rocks and coral. It's very rough to walk out there. It's not like nice smooth sand a lot of times. So definitely not for me, but it's great if you love diving and scuba and things like that. And obviously the views are spectacular. Peace and quiet pretty much everywhere except for Key West. But yeah, the Keys are beautiful, but I just like them for visiting. Jim has a request. Could I do a video on the Century Villages, West Palm Beach, Deerfield, etc.? Well, what do you know? What do you want to know about that area, Jim? I don't even know much about it myself, so let me know and I'll look into it. I'm always open to your guys' ideas. Hi, Valerie. Nice to see you on. Nicholas is asking if I'm going back to the Florida Panhandle anytime soon. Not anytime soon, only because it's so far away, not because I don't like it. I actually love that area a lot. I really enjoyed my time in the Panhandle last spring. I would definitely go back, but it's like a 9.5 hour drive away from Miami. Right now, we're super busy with the move, and Lizzie's very busy with work, so we probably won't be heading over there anytime soon. Uh, I wish. Are the home prices going down? I don't think so. You know, probably going to continue to keep going up for the foreseeable future. I feel like 2022 is going to be a repeat of 2021. I don't know if we're going to see this 20% appreciation to 15% appreciation like we've seen in a lot of markets, but I think there's a really high chance that we will, especially here in Florida, given how high the demand still is. The only ace in the hole are those high interest rates that are coming. And that's kind of what my video tomorrow is about. And you see, that's why I feel like this is kind of related. Like, well, I can talk about Florida, but real estate is my background. You know, I've been in the business for 13 years. So, and people ask me stuff like this, just like now. And I feel like I have to make videos about both. But my concern is that, you know, does everybody who subscribed to the channel care about both? Is kind of the problem I'm running into. So just let you guys know what I'm thinking and going through. The condo's awesome, Valerie. You'll see it soon in a video. It's a pretty big place, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. I'm going to have my own office, like studio, so I won't be in the corner of my bedroom anymore in there making videos, so that'll be nice. Bronca asks, do I have any videos about Naples? I actually don't. I mentioned Naples in some of my videos in the past, but I don't have any videos exclusively on Naples. So maybe I should head over there and do some then. I guess that's kind of the hint. But you know, another thing I was thinking, guys, like, is I'm going to look back at some of my old Florida videos that have done pretty well in the past and maybe just focus on those for now and kind of remake some of the ones that have done the best in the past, which is basically like showing you guys where's the best places to live, showing you where you can find good deals still when it comes to the houses available for sale. I feel like those are good ideas. Obviously, put your ideas in the chat. I'd love to hear them. But that's kind of the direction I was thinking of going with the channel while still making some real estate videos. But yeah, I don't know. It's very confusing because I just don't want to make anybody feel like they subscribe for one thing and then they're not getting it, you know? Because I know what that feels like. I mean, I watch a lot of YouTube also, and I can go down the list of all the channels I subscribe to and tell you, yeah, I watched this guy's channel for that reason, and I watched this one for that reason. So I definitely get what that's about, and I'm sure a lot of you probably think about that when you see my videos come up. So that's why your opinion matters to me very much. And if you're watching this after it's not live anymore, just in case, put your feedback down in the comments for me. Jim says he wants my opinion on the Century Villages, the condos, the amenities, and just the layout of the 55 plus community. All right. Well, I will take your feedback seriously, Jim, and I will look into it because I don't think I've ever heard of this place. I think I have heard of it, but I don't know much about it. I think it's just west of West Palm Beach, if I remember right. Yeah, that's what it's about, Christopher. I love the beach too. Well, you're still close enough to the beach. That's the cool thing about everywhere in Miami Beach. You're never more than a little 5-minute car ride away from the beach, 5-minute bicycle ride, or 10-minute walk. So pretty much anywhere you live here, you're close to the beach. So just being here on the island, welcome, man. Corey says he landed on me for real estate. Exactly. So that's my problem, right? If I make a video for Corey about real estate, which is tomorrow, then maybe my Florida peeps don't care. And then vice versa. When a Florida video comes out, they don't care because they signed up for real estate. So now you guys can kind of see the dilemma I'm in right now. Yeah, go green. Hit the like button, man. Thank you. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. I don't say that enough. I know it gets kind of annoying, right? When so many YouTubers say that all the time, hit the like button, hit the like button. But yeah, it does help. So yeah, hit the like button. Let's see. Willie. Willie says he loves the videos I do where I show the best oceanfront deals currently on the market. Yep. And that is exactly one of the follow-up videos I was looking to do very soon. I don't know if it's going to come out next week, but definitely by the week after that. I shot a couple of videos ahead of time, knowing that I'm going to be moving. So one of them tomorrow is a real estate video, and then I'm hoping on Monday the next Florida video comes out, and then I can start getting to some of these other ideas. I've also thought about trying to publish more videos, but I don't know if I can really do that, just because I have so many other ideas. And that's the other thing I wanted to bring up on this live stream is one thing I've enjoyed doing in the past that I've had other people say that they liked are the walking tours. So I've seen a lot of channels that do walking tours on YouTube, but none of them really talk. They just walk and you hear the sounds and the sights going on, but the person filming the video doesn't say a word. I think it's kind of strange and a little bit boring. So in the past, when I've done my walking tours, I actually try to go through areas and talk a little bit about the neighborhood or just mention things that I'm seeing at the moment in order to, just be a little bit entertaining and feel like you're going on a walk with me. But I don't think that fits on this channel. That's the thing. I'm already split between real estate and Florida stuff. So I feel like if I were to do a walking video again, I would probably have to start a brand new channel, guys. So if I decide to do that, let me know in the comments and let me know in the chat if that's something you would be interested in. And I may do that after I move. I might actually start doing that because I enjoy doing it. It's fun to get outside and actually walk through the neighborhood and see things that I don't even see because you never really just walk through the neighborhood. And then sharing it with you guys on YouTube, I think it's pretty neat. So curious to know your opinions on that. Michael says he loves the walking tours. Alicia loves all my videos. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That is another option, Michael. Separating the real estate and keep the original Florida channel. Yeah, I guess the only problem for me is that how many times can I divide myself, right? Like if I make a separate channel for everything, that's really like the right way to do YouTube. But then the only issue is, can I continue publishing enough videos on all of them to make everybody happy? So I don't know. I was thinking of maybe just going one direction for now, but at the same time, it's really tough to stop doing both. So maybe I should start another channel for the real estate or the Florida. Maybe I'll put up a poll on the channel a little bit later today, asking people which one they would rather see, a channel based about just the Florida stuff and no real estate stuff, or just the real estate stuff to kind of gauge where everyone's at on that. Yeah, well, we definitely got some good walkable places down here in Miami Beach, Azure. You're gonna like that down here. Hey, you're near my old hometown, 357. You live near Midway. I used to live in Belvidere, Illinois. That's about an 80-minute car ride away from you. We got a question from Starbolt. I keep hearing that BlackRock and others are being given money so they can just buy all the houses. Um, yeah, that definitely gives them an unfair advantage, and there is some truth to that. You know, these big investment firms have access to a ton of capital, and it's almost like the bottomless pit. They can kind of get more at will if they can tell their investors they have, more deals. And they're definitely buying up a lot of single family homes, a lot of starter homes that otherwise normal people would be able to buy, and I'm definitely not on board with that, guys. I'm definitely against it. I even made a video about that probably a month or so ago, you know, talking about all these corporations doing that. But unfortunately, it is the situation. And I don't really know what can be done about it, as much as it sucks. Michael says he loves the walking tours. Steph says she loves the walking tours. Uh, yes, I do know Action Kid. I've seen his videos, especially right here in my home city here in Miami. So yeah, he does them live, which I think is pretty interesting. But I don't know. Does he talk? I've only seen him a couple of times. I feel like the couple of times when I watched him, he wasn't talking, but maybe I'm confusing him with somebody else. Sierra likes the walking tours also. Caddy loves the walking tours. Well, you guys are making me think more and more by the second, guys. I should just start a new walking channel. Alicia loves them. Michael wants them. Princess Adora likes them. Okay, we got a suggestion from Nicholas. Let's see. Your normal videos can be like real estate, but you can do something like a Florida Fridays monthly or whatever time frame works for those viewers. Yes, I thought about that as well, or maybe even doing once a week, right? Like maybe, Friday's video or Thursday's video is a Florida video, and then Monday's a real estate video or something like that mixed up. But then again, I'm just concerned that whoever signed up for one won't watch the other. So that's kind of the predicament. If anybody has any suggestions on maybe how to solve that, I mean, Nicholas, would you watch both? Are you interested in both? That's really the question I'm posing here. If I did do something like that. Let's see. Christopher has a question. Anything in particular that stands out for condos and life in the oceanfront area just north of South Beach, located near there? You already read my comments, so no worries if you don't again. I'm not sure what you mean that about what stands out. Be a little more specific, and I will do my best to answer you, Christopher. Hey, Timmy, good to see you on here. Welcome, man. Forever Bachelor. That's funny. You remind me of Bill Maher. He's the same way. RBF says he wants to escape Canada and settle in Sarasota. What do I think? I think that's a great plan. I mean, there's a lot of people, especially Canadians, that settle on the Gulf Coast of Florida. So I'm sure you'll even meet people from home over there. Sarasota has gotten very expensive in the past year and a half, just like a lot of other Florida cities. So it is going to cost you, but the area is pretty nice and growing by the day. But if you can still afford it, I say go for it. That's a good question, Mirna. If you're looking to buy land, I guess it depends on what you're looking to do with the land. If you're looking to buy it to put a tiny house on it, well, then you probably want to be somewhere near some amenities, I would imagine, that you can still, get to town and stuff like that closer. If you want to be in the middle of nowhere and have a horse ranch, then probably Ocala. That would be my first stab at it. So there's just a lot of places you could go that it just depends. And really, if you're looking at South Florida, there's just not that much land left. So that kind of eliminates most of South Florida. There is still a lot of buildable land in the, not right in Southwest Florida, but in between, like, let's say Fort Myers and all the way up to Port Charlotte. There's still a lot of land left over there if you still want to be in South Florida. And then anywhere like north of Orlando, I would say would be good if you don't want to be close to the beach and you want cheap land. and also in the Panhandle. The Panhandle is full of land that no one's using, guys. So if you want land, check out the Florida Panhandle. Bronca says I should start a new channel. I should start a new channel just for real estate. So do you think I should keep only the Florida videos then on this channel and then start a new channel just for real estate and not talk about real estate anymore on this one? Steph wants a video on Orlando. Princess Adora says she likes them all, but do what makes you happy. I appreciate that, Princess. But you know what? I like doing what makes you guys happy too, because what makes me happy is when I wake up in the morning and I see a ton of comments saying how many people enjoyed the video and that it helped them make a decision on something, either related to real estate or Florida. That's what makes me happy. So it's almost like for me, the subject of the video doesn't even matter that much because, I mean, if my videos aren't giving you value, then that doesn't make me happy, if that makes sense. Thoughts on Dunedin, Florida? Go check out my video on that, 357. I did a whole video on that. It's actually in my playlist that I mentioned earlier in this live stream. I have a playlist all about my travels around the state of Florida. I'm sure you'll find a ton of videos in there you'll like, including the one on Dunedin. Nice. That's awesome, Alicia. We're also old neighbors, not too far away from where I grew up. I hope you do get to move to Florida. That's a good question. Fixie, I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Can you get around Miami and Miami Beach with just a bicycle? You absolutely can. You can even ride your bicycle across the causeway from the mainland to Miami Beach and vice versa. You can also mount your bicycle on the bus. The bus has like a front rack on the bus, so you can put your bike on there. So it's definitely possible. It's going to be hot, especially for 7-8 months out of the year, but it's doable. Hello, Peter. Good to see you on here. Peter wants more of the walking tours. I think that's why most people subscribe. Well, according to my analytics, most people subscribed from the videos I did about the 10 best places to live in Florida. People like those videos the most out of everything. So most of the subscribers on the channel have not come from the walking tours, and that's one of the reasons I actually stopped doing them, because it seemed like they weren't really doing much for the channel. There was always a segment of people that liked them, but as far as helping grow the channel, unfortunately, it didn't do much for that. But since I really do like doing them, I am considering starting a new channel doing only that. And if I do it, of course, I won't leave you guys in the dark. I'll let you know. But maybe once I get done with my move and I'm all settled in there in the next few weeks, I may start doing that. I agree, Jim. Multiple income streams. That's one thing I love about YouTube. That's one thing I'm realizing also. Like, my goal used to be, man, I just got to grow this channel. I got to grow this channel. And I still want to do that. But I've also realized after doing this for a while that there's no limit to how many YouTube channels a person can have. And, I can have as many channels as I want about as many different things as I want. And I think I need to get better at compartmentalizing those interests and things that I like to do so that the right people see those videos and, only those videos instead of having everything mixed on this channel. I think that's probably the biggest mistake that I've made with this channel, is just mixing too many types of content on one channel. So yeah, I totally agree. Oh, sorry, Katie. Now I know. When I see your name, I feel like it's Caddy. So now I know for sure it's Katie. Thanks for letting me know. Hey, I appreciate that, Lucas. Lucas likes my personality. I hope everyone who watches does. Otherwise, why would you even watch my videos, right? I appreciate that, Steph, saying you're going to watch both. How's the new apartment? Jasper asks. Apartment tour coming very soon. Michael says he's interested in the Florida content. Join the channel for that reason and have been really helpful. So Have you been totally not interested in the real estate videos then? That would be my question to you, Michael, just out of curiosity. Or maybe are you only interested in the real estate videos that have to do with Florida? So let me know on that. Betty asks if she can purchase a condo waterfront below 200K. I would say yes, it's possible. Is it going to be easy? No. But if you're flexible, there's a couple of things you can look for. First of all, I mean flexible on the size of the place because you might be able to find a studio or one bedroom in that price point. And also, when you say the water, maybe it doesn't have to be an ocean view. Maybe it can be something with like the intracoastal water view or something like that, or a lake view. And that might be a good sacrifice for you, Betty. So, yeah, I do think it's possible. It's getting tougher and tougher to find something like this, but it is still possible. Christopher wants to know, is it a safe area? Good location to live on Miami Beach? I'm going to get a moped to go back and forth to school on A1A. Do drivers respect mopeds? No, they don't respect mopeds. It's very dangerous. I drove one for about 10 years. You have to be an extremely aggressive driver as the moped driver and be very careful. Like, I would have never done it probably if I didn't have experience riding dirt bikes as a kid. So I felt really comfortable on two wheels. But yeah, it's very dangerous as far as that goes. Most of Miami Beach is safe. If you're going to be living somewhere north of South Beach, it's definitely safe. Only some pockets in South Beach get kind of nuts, especially this time of year, like spring break. I just saw a headline yesterday, guys. There was a shooting down there over the weekend. Now they got a curfew in place in South Beach for the remainder of spring break. So we can get nuts and crime can get bad when it comes to that. But most of Miami Beach is very safe in general. But when all the riffraff shows up, that's when it can get dangerous because all the cops are out there and there's a lot of people. People bring guns for whatever reason. I don't know why you bring a gun on spring break. But yeah, shit like that happens. Keep that in mind, Christopher. Nicholas, I watched for both real estate and Florida, but you can do something similar to Ken Pozek. I've never heard of him. I'll have to check out his channel to see what his format is. I'm curious. Oh, thanks for clarifying, Bronca. Thank you. So you guys definitely think I should separate the content. Thank you for letting me know, Michael and Bronca. Don't know what's happening in Lay Acres right now. Sorry, I can't answer that. Willie says I should stick to what I do best, which is videos about Florida life and real estate. Well, those are both things. Those are two very different things, I think. And that's only I'm now starting to realize just how different those things are. But yeah, I think I can do good at both of them. The question is, maybe I should separate them like Michael and Bronca suggest. Let's see. Starbolt. I want to get something that does not have a HOA, but seems like what is left mostly. Are you referring to a house, I'm assuming? Yeah, there are plenty of places and houses you can get that are not in an HOA, but you know, there's just a lot of HOA communities down here in Florida. So I think that's probably the issue you're running into, and especially in certain areas like in Boca Raton and like in Southwest Florida, there are a lot of HOA communities in those areas. So it kind of depends on where you're looking that you could be running into this problem. Downtown Orlando walking tour. Maybe I'll do that on the new walking channel, Steph. Thanks for the suggestion. Bob says he's looking for a second home in Cape Coral. Not willing to play the bidding wars. I totally agree, Bob. If you have to pay over asking price for a home, especially like way over asking 20, 30,000, I wouldn't be looking at that, especially in that area, because that area is probably going to crash pretty hard if a crash does come. Real estate there was really cheap 18 months ago, and now it's expensive. That's a warning sign, in my opinion. In other areas like Miami, for example, or like Tampa, real estate was already kind of pricey in these areas before all this stuff started happening. So yeah, I don't think we're going to get hit as hard as places like Cape Coral. So maybe just wait it out. And they're building a ton of houses over there on top of that. So that's also going to make things cheaper there in the future. Hey, thanks a lot, Zach. I really appreciate that. I wish I could do that, Grow Green, do the Ben Mala's mansion tour. I don't think I have access. My clearance isn't up to date. Mike says have to visit Florida for the first time on March 1st. Pensacola and Destin, those are beautiful areas. You're going to love it for sure. Uh, yeah, there's a lot of traffic, but you know what? It's really not so bad over there, especially compared to where I live down here in Miami, Mike. So you should be good. You know, that area is so beautiful. Just enjoy the scenery and the beaches, and you'll be a-okay. I I totally agree with you there, Timmy. You know, if something's not done soon, a lot of people are going to be in trouble. Even people as old as me, you know, I'm turning 35 this year. And even people my age, you know, older millennials are going to have a hard time. You know, if they don't already own a home, if they're going to be looking to buy in the next 5 to 10 years, could be completely priced out if things keep happening like this. And imagine the generations before them that, you know, are even younger and even more broke. So, yeah, it could be a big problem moving forward. Oh, this is a good question, Corey. Are older condo associations investing in more upkeep since tragic situation with the condo falling? Yes. New laws are coming on that, and especially right here in Miami, all of these high rises have had to go through inspections and get some engineering reports done. Even the building that I live in, and we're even going to be doing some work here, some concrete work. I mean, it always needs to be done. The thing is, no matter how new or how nice the building is, if it's by the beach like this, it's going to need concrete restoration at some point. And the mistake from the Champlain Towers was that they never did it. They didn't do what they needed to do to keep up with the building, and that ultimately led to its demise. But there are a lot of buildings that do keep up with it. It sucks for everyone when you live there. It's noisy, it's messy, it's dusty, it takes a long time, it's expensive. But hey, you know, it's one of the prices you have to pay to own an oceanfront condo or even rent in one and live in one. You have to go through the pain to get the gain, I guess. Hey, you're welcome, RBF. Appreciate you. Says I could mix real estate in the areas you film walking. Yeah, I kind of did that on the walking tours that I did. I actually used to point out some of the houses and things around there and comment on it, and sometimes talk about the price points and things like that. But then again, you know, if I started making those videos on this channel again, it's just another deviation away from keeping it consistent. So consistency has been my big issue. I can publish videos, but just I've had a hard time keeping them on the same topics. Thank you, Valerie. I really appreciate that. Let's see. How's it going from North Beach to Flamingo Park on a e-bike? Is that doable on the new walkway? Yeah, technically the answer is yes. You're not supposed to have the e-bike or electric scooters or anything out there on the boardwalk, but it is possible. I haven't heard of anything really happening to anyone. You know, they have signs everywhere along the boardwalk saying you're not supposed to have electric vehicles, but a lot of people do. So for now, they're not cracking down on it, but it's definitely possible. And even if they do, you could still, you know, do it on the street or the sidewalk probably and get away with that. Hey, Jeannie, good to see you in here. Appreciate that, Valerie. I'm happy to be as informative as I can be for you guys. There you go, Betty. Any water at all will be better than nothing. So I think you can definitely find what you're looking for. You know, just have a little bit of patience and be willing to look in different areas and consider different things. You'll be good. Michael says, not into the real estate videos in general, but would watch Florida-based content if Florida real estate related. Good to know. I appreciate that honest feedback, Michael. And by the way, guys, none of this hurts my feelings. You know, this is all business as far as like getting down to the nitty gritty and figuring out the best videos to make. So you're not going to hurt my feelings saying, oh, I don't like the real estate videos or whatever. So honest feedback is 100% appreciated. Oh, that's interesting, Brad. The mixing of the content doesn't bother you. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it was two shootings or not. I don't follow the news that closely, but just the fact that there was another shooting again down there during, you know, spring break, or it's either spring break or Memorial Day weekend or some other kind of big event. It's always the same story year after year. I mean, a lot of people that live here are kind of tired of it. I even saw the mayor said that they don't even want spring break here no more, but I don't know how they can actually stop people from coming. But I think a lot of people in Miami, if given the choice, would be like, yeah, we don't want spring breakers here no more. And yeah, it just is what it is. It's sad because, spring break shouldn't be about shooting people. It should be about, having fun with your friends on the beach. But somehow these things always keep recurring. Yeah, good question, Willie. Um, HOA fees tend to go up no matter what, but usually in this case, like in our building, they have to pass a special assessment, and we have reserves. So, but the reserves are not enough to pay for the amount of work that needs to be done in a lot of these buildings. So a lot of times you probably won't see the maintenance fees really climb, but you will see a special assessment when something needs to be done to keep the building integrity, because it's just too expensive. And even buildings that have reserves, it still usually isn't going to be enough. Hey, thanks, Bob. I started this channel based on honesty, and I promise to keep it that way forever. That is just one of the ways I operate. It's how I operate my real estate business, it's how I operate on YouTube. It's just who I am. Yeah, I agree, Nick. Price is definitely holding steady, and I think even just continuing to go up for sure. You see, that's the kind of thing, Kama. I hate hearing stuff like that. It's just horrible that it comes down to this, that these things are happening during spring break. Like, why are people getting murdered? What's that have to do with spring break? I don't know. It's not good. Hey, thanks a lot, gluten-free Joe. I appreciate the compliment. Starbolt, I agree. That's really what I meant. Okay, I'm reading different stuff here. Hey, Jeannie, thanks for your feedback. Margaritaville retirement communities and walking tours. Okay. Um, I definitely said that I might do the walking tours on a new channel coming in the future here, but the Florida related stuff that definitely fits with the Margaritaville retirement community for sure. That's definitely a good suggestion for the Florida content. Appreciate it. Hey, good to see you too, Christina. Thanks for coming on. Do I have a prediction on when the market will come down? Not really, and mainly because everything is unpredictable right now. We're in just this unprecedented situation. I don't think anyone can predict when the market's going to come down. But I do think that interest rates are going to continue to climb. They're already higher than they predicted they would be by the end of the year, and that's what my video tomorrow is going to be about. So definitely tune into that one, Corey. I think if the interest rates get high enough, if it gets over 7%, let's say by the end of the year, which I think could easily happen at this rate, I think that might slow things down. It might not necessarily make the prices tank, but it will definitely keep the demand at bay, which will hopefully start bringing some of the prices down and giving the market a chance to have some more inventory build up. Because if people are continuing to list, but less and less people can buy, then we'll get more and more inventory building up, and then it'll be more of like a balanced market like it was prior to the pandemic. Yeah, totally, Bob, on Cape Coral. Definitely keep looking. Yeah, you got that right, Mario. People getting priced out. I know, it's so sad, Jeannie. People not being able to buy a house now, especially the younger couples that, save for the down payment. They want to start a family and they just can't afford it. It's really sad. Well, I appreciate you saying that my topics are always thoughtful. I try to keep them, as thoughtful as possible or as helpful as possible. But the way the YouTube algorithm works is basically like they'll send out the video to some of you. And then if not enough people clicked on it or not enough people watched the whole video, because that's the other thing that's really important, they watch like, okay, are they watching the whole video? Do they watch 30 seconds of it? Do they watch 1 minute? And they're quickly able to decide if they should push that video to more of my subscribers and even new people. So those key metrics are crucial when the video goes live. So if you guys are on here and you see my thumbnail come up on YouTube, please click it. It helps so much. Thank you. Yeah, I agree with you, Nick. I've made videos about this too, people leaving the blue states, desperate to get away from the lockdowns and all that stuff. But I think most of that is over now, in a lot of areas, just in time for the upcoming elections. What do you know? Not going to get into that though. But yeah, I agree. People have been trying to escape that. I know. How crazy is that, Mario? People asking, high rent prices in sketchy areas. It's coming down to the point where maybe that's all people can afford over there too. So that's not good. Hey, Willie, I actually did a video about this not that long ago. I did an updated video of the cost of living in Florida, probably about 8 months ago. So it's sort of um, new. It's not like I made it yesterday, but go check it out. Just go to my channel and type in cost of living in Florida, and you'll find it there. I think you'll find that video very helpful. I appreciate the help, Michael. I really do. Let's see. Comment says, good point, Michael. Most real estate folks actually talk about the town and things to do more than the actual real estate content. Yeah, I mean, I think what's happening with a lot of those people that do that, is they're actually trying to get you to come to their town and sell it of why you should buy real estate there. That actually has never been the goal of the channel. I do offer to help people that reach out to me to try and get you referred to a real estate agent, but the goal of the channel was never to really to get people to move to Florida or get people to move to Miami and let me, sell them a house or whatever. Because actually the goal of the channel was to stop working in real estate because I wanted to just do YouTube instead. So yeah, I think that's probably why you see the different approach between my channel and those other real estate agents. Brian thinks the market will not crash in Florida. So much of the country has gone off the chain with loss of personal freedoms, and Florida is the refuge from all of that. I agree, Brian. As long as Florida remains the way it is, so to speak, then I think we will be a hot destination for years to come until it becomes unaffordable. I hope it doesn't get to be like California here because then comes the homeless and problems like that. So we'll see. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Jeannie wants to know if I'll be showcasing Coral Gables and the Venetian pool. Um, I don't know. I feel like that might be more of a good video for the walking channel if I decide to do a walking channel. Um, because if I'm going to cover Florida stuff on this channel, I need to be more broad. I can't just cover specific areas so much, I feel like, because when I do that, not that many people are interested if I only cover Coral Gables, for example, for somebody that would be interested in the Florida Panhandle. So my best experience with covering the Florida videos has been like showing people where they can find a good deal on a house here or a condo, or showing you where's the best places to live or to check out, which is going to be another one of my videos coming up soon. But I for those very specific ones like that, I think maybe the walking videos would be a better fit, just because you really get to take your time, like showcasing the whole area and just walking around and seeing everything in real time. I think that might be a good fit for that. Hey, Jackie, thank you. Nice to see you on here as well. Oh, I know you'll subscribe, Jeannie. Thank you. You're one of my biggest supporters. It's very much appreciated. Um, that's a good question. Have I noticed any stall in real estate since the start of the war? Not really. I don't think it's really affecting people's demand to buy so much. Um, not from what I can tell. Do I have an Airbnb? No, I don't, Myrna. I wish I did. I was actually trying to find some places here to do Airbnb, but so far no luck yet. I have a friend that's crushing it with Airbnb, and I asked him for some help, and he gave me some good pointers. But at the end of the day, I'm on my own, and I feel like I'm trying to balance a lot of things. I still do a little bit of real estate, and I still do YouTube and moving. So yeah, not yet. No Airbnb. Stacia says she's moving to Florida from Colorado. But you've been priced out. Now we're starting to wonder if we're going to end up in the same boat in another year or two in Florida. Well, yeah, it's always possible. If it keeps going like this, Stacia, hopefully it doesn't. That's what everybody's hoping for. I think we all could agree that a crash would be good right now, even homeowners, because if you're not looking to sell, it doesn't really matter if the market crashes. But yeah, it would be the healthiest thing right now is a market crash. I just don't see it happening, unfortunately. Thank you, Jeannie. You see, guys, take a cue from Jeannie here. I need everybody to do exactly what she just said. I seek your videos out and watch the whole video. If everybody did that, my channel would grow overnight. That's what YouTube loves. Thank you, Jeannie. It's very much appreciated. What do I think would trigger more people to sell? That's a really good question. Um, I think if people started seeing prices falling again, they would sell for two reasons. One, anybody who's been scared to sell, thinking they might not be able to afford a new house, would now be thinking it's more safe to sell. So that's one person. And the other person would be like, they're scared to miss the gravy train, right? Like, oh man, my house gained $150,000 in value in the last year. I better sell now while I can still capitalize on that. The only thing is, how are prices going to go down if no one lists? It's kind of like the chicken and the egg scenario, right? One of them has to come first. People need to list in order for them to be inventory. And if there's no inventory, people are scared to list. So it's a vicious cycle. But good question. Thank you, Katie. Really appreciate that. Oh, that's awesome, Joe. People need to stand up for their freedom. Super important, man. I agree, Sunshine. Probably no crash coming anytime soon. That'll be fun, Tommaso. Getting into the ocean. The beach is beautiful this time of year. You're going to love it. It's nice and warm out there already. That's a good question, Elaine. Friend bought land in Cape Coral. Flippers keep contacting her with low prices. Should she sit on it? Try to say that fast 5 times. Or how do we get a decent price? The thing is, with empty land, it's always tough to get the best price, especially if there's a lot of land around. Like in that area, it's not like the land is unique. Like, for example, if that land was sitting here in Miami Beach, there's hardly any land left, so you can command top dollar for it. But if you're surrounded by a bunch of other area that has land, yeah, it's going to be tough to command top dollar for it. I would say just hold on to it. If she's not desperate to sell it, forget about the flippers. The flippers are always going to be trying to lowball everybody so they can make their profit. So I would say just hang on to it. Unless she just wants to cash out and she just doesn't want to hang on to it no more. That's another story. So many people are moving to Florida. Michael is partially selling, not moving to Florida. Yeah, you got that right, Dana. I mean, as a resident, I'm conflicted, like I'm always welcoming of people, but at some point, places outgrow themselves. And I think Miami is the perfect example of that where I live. Like this area grew faster than it could ever imagine. And it grew to the point where it can't really handle the amount of people here anymore. And a lot of other areas in Florida are turning out like that I noticed last year when I did my tour around the state. Like, St. Augustine, for example, is a very small town, but people are flooding in there. There's a lot of new construction built up all around the city, and there's more and more tourists visiting. It's like traffic and madness 24/7 for such a small place. So, yeah, it's good for the economy, not great for current residents and the living situation. So, but then again, you can't stop people from coming. So it is what it is. Hey, good question, Starbolt. I have done a couple of videos where I featured my guitar stuff in the past. I did one video back when the lockdowns first started. Go check that one out. I think it was titled, how Miami Beach looks during the lockdowns or something. And the whole video, I just played guitar and showed scenes of the area. So that's one. I think I might have done it in a couple other ones. Oh yeah, I did another video just showing my guitar collection. Just show you how crazy I am. What's that got to do with real estate or Florida? Absolutely nothing. I just thought it was cool to make a video about my guitar stuff. So yeah, check those out. You're gonna love those. Yeah. Well, Willie, I kind of agree with you on the one hand. People say it's going to be different, but it actually is different. The circumstances are different. The end result might not be, but just based on the circumstances, it seems like it's different. But no one's really going to know how this is going to play out. That's another reason I thought it was fascinating to make videos on this topic, the housing market and a potential crash and things like this, because it's such a fascinating thing right now. We're kind of seeing this amazing situation play out that no one ever would have imagined. So, yeah, that's kind of why I started covering that at the beginning. Jeannie wants to know, does my company sell a lot to investors? I don't really know, to be honest, Jeannie. We have a lot of agents with our company. I think we have like close to 2,000 agents just in our company alone. And I only know a few of them. So I don't really know what people are doing. But we do have quite a few commercial agents. So maybe. The beach is magical. It sure is. Do I feel like South Florida has enough land for all of its new building? Well, here in Miami, we're basically maxed out. I mean, anything that's going up now is on the few empty lots that are left, or they're actually tearing down old buildings and putting new ones up. So that's really all that's left to do when there's no more land, is to, buy out an old building and put a new one there. Oh no, don't worry, Corey. That's a good question. Actually, the 3 bedroom was just because the opportunity came up. So yeah, definitely no kiddos yet, but it's gonna be nice to have like another room that Lizzie can use for her dog business and I can use for YouTube and all my stuff. So that'd be fun. I'm happy. But hey, guys, it was awesome hanging out with you. I actually got to run because I need to head over to IKEA and pick up some furniture for the new place. So stay tuned to the channel. I really appreciate you, everybody who comes on to these live streams. You guys are like my most loyal viewers. Thank you so much. Check out tomorrow's video. It's going to be a real estate video. Monday will be a Florida video. So we're going to be bouncing back and forth a little bit until I can get this figured out. But I really appreciate everyone's feedback. I do take it all very seriously. And thank you so much for tuning in. Check out my next video, guys, and I'll see you over there. Peace.